All right. Market is about to open here in a few seconds. Yeah, we're just gonna see what happens here. It looks like we literally just broke structure to the downside uh, right before open in the 5 minute. So right now we're kind of looking either, hey, do we want to see just a continuation of this trend towards these highs and these highs? Or do we want to see some sort of reversal in the market off of these hourly highs, targeting some of this low resistance liquidity down here? Um, we're just gonna have to wait and see, you know what I mean? Just gotta get confirmation on that if that is the case. So yeah, that's honestly what we're looking for. Yeah, we already took out this hourly. That's we also have to think about too, no news Monday. We didn't move. We've kind of just been stuck in this range. Um, so we already had two draws that we built up get taken out. So we got to keep that in mind as well. We got to keep that in mind as well. But yeah, I freaking here. Be getting like hot or something, bro. I don't know. Shit's weird. Does that help? That might help. Okay. Um, but anyways, boys, it's kind of what we're looking at right now. Right, there we go. But that's just what I'm waiting to see if that's what we want to do. Too early to do anything, obviously. I was kind of expecting this. Whoops. Boom. We can easily come straight back down. Seen that multiple times in other situations. Excuse me. So, and also right now, both of the indexes are aligned. So, yeah, we broke on NQ and ES. So, um, yeah, it's whether now it's like, okay, let's get a retrace into like a continuation confluence or something. And then whether we respect that or we inverse it towards the upside, then it's like, hey, we disrespected, a bearish confluence for us to go lower. We disrespected that. So most likely, at least for me personally, price is most likely going to want to move higher, is kind of what I'm saying. So that's just what we have to wait on. We have to wait for that continuation confluence, whether that's, a fair value gap, equilibrium, you know, either one of those. So, yeah. Especially too if we inverse this final gap here, then it's like, sheesh, you know. Then it's like, yeah, we probably want to move lower, most likely. But still, time will tell for. So I mean, like to see this 15-minute close too. If we are going to want to go bearish, maybe see this 15-minute close, to inverse that. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We shall see what happens. But then if it's a case of ES does inverse this, then it's like, hey, NASDAQ is the more bullish index, so we obviously want to get confirmation from ES because that's what we're trading, but we need to for sure get confirmation from NASDAQ saying, hey, this is the more bullish index, we're respecting bearish confluences, so let's push price lower, you know what I'm saying? So a few things kind of go into it. Yeah, I kind of need to go to the bathroom though, I'm not gonna lie. So like I need to log in my phone. Stomach is like low key hurting. Low key. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just trying to sign into this right now. Paste. Okay, cool. I think we're in. Yeah, we're in. Alright. Okay. Not really sure which one. It's close. I think ES is closer. We wanted to at least see a 1 minute break. Maybe we'll get that. I don't know. But I gotta use the bathroom pretty bad. So I'll be right back. I'm gonna try and be quick. Boys, I'm back. Wow. Hmm. Pushed into this gap though. Closed bearish. We just got a 1 minute break. This doesn't look too terrible. NASDAQ looks like it's actually closer though. And NASDAQ didn't really retrace at all. Did it push into a 5 minute confluence? No. Yeah, bro, because we still never even got a 1 minute freaking break, bro. Never got a 1 minute break. I'd like to see. Okay. Into you. From the butterfly to you, to you. Yeah, let's see a break on NAS. I'd like to see a 1 minute break. Come on. No, no break. Okay, there's a 1 minute gap there. Still no break on NAS, bro. NAS just kind of been dumping. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's in equilibrium now. So, it's just NAS can't even break structure, bro. Genuinely, NAS can't even break structure. I'm into you. And we are technically getting a sweep right now as well. I kind of like that. S&T about a break. I mean, hey, we're just keep on pushing up though and up. Yeah, it's too late now. I'm into you. Damn, bro, we're just pushing, bro. Sheesh. Fly to to. Okay, so shorts went out the window for me. I honestly was thinking about it. This candle was just so big on the 1 minute because we didn't inverse this gap, we invalidated it. And then if we were gonna close bullish like here, that's when I was gonna enter. That's when I was ready to enter. Targeting that. And either would have targeted this 5 minute or even, even more. But yeah, that would have damn near hit, I think. But, that's fine. It's that candle is just so big. Freaking 1 minute, broski. Like, look. That shit's huge. It's a pretty big candle. Yeah, so now, yeah, because we got the SMT, bro. Dude's funny, bro. So yeah, we're just ripping, bro. Genuinely just ripping on a yes. Um, Bro, yeah, but for me personally, there wasn't really an entry model, so for that, so that's fine. Um, gonna be honest. now would be a case, okay, we inverse this 5-minute gap. I would have to see a retrace right now on the 5-minute somewhere in this area. And then I could enter longs. But there's still opportunity if we can get a retrace. But if we don't get a retrace in the way we're looking, we very well might not. But there's still opportunity because we have these highs. Because we have those highs that we're getting kind of close to. As long as we don't SMT off these. That's the thing too, now that I think about it. It's like, I don't want to SMT off these shits when we're all the way down here. You know, like this could be, oh man. Get into you, butterfly. I'm into you. I'm into you. That's the hard part right now, broski. Because right now on NASDAQ, we're in perfect 5-minute equilibrium right now. But we also SMT'd, but we just completed the SMT. But I don't want to SMT off these because we're so far down here, you know, and that could make us bearish, you know. I don't want to take a long off of a retrace, you know what I mean? I don't know. That's the thing. Because it's like, this is the long that we needed if we were going to want to go long. SMT. But you see, like, for me, bro, there's just not really a retrace, bro. For me. Like, there's really not. Swear. So, let's see. Let's see what ES gives us. Let's see what the indexes give us, man. Because now we have a scenario where we might inverse this gap, bro. And then that looks potentially good for NASDAQ. See, I mean, bro, we're in a predicament, bro. Like, this shit is risky if I take it. But it follows strategy, because right now, boom, bearish SMT. Boom. In 5-minute equilibrium as a continuation. All the way up here, though, still on NAS, or on ES. But yeah, see, NAS, we just inverse this gap. We have all this low resistance down here. And we have these stacked lows too. Like, this bit could flood this bitch could flood. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, shoot, bro. It's like, what do we want? What do we want? You know? I don't know. Was this just the move up we needed for manipulation to take out these highs, and then now we want to move lower? Maybe if we're not super late to the move, maybe we see what ES is going to do off equilibrium, or at least this 5-minute gap or something. Dang, we're pushing broski. So then we have another case where we're below here, and then ES is still all the way up here. So it's like, shit, dude. You know? Because we inverse that gap. That shit's risky as fuck. Excuse my language. Shit's risky as hell. That shit is risky as hell. I don't know if I can wait another 2 minutes. Bro, because we inverse that gap, bro. Okay. Me stay patient, bro. Stay calm, stay calm, stay patient. Stay calm, stay patient. We have a minute and a half. Let's see if we want to inverse this gap or just stay patient here, broski. You're chilling. Got this shit, bro. I'm chilling. Yeah, if we inverse this 5-minute gap though on ES, I'll feel comfortable shorting. What's 15-minute look like? Yeah, bruh. Yeah. If we can inverse that. Because on NQ, we'll also inverse this 5-minute gap as well. So, yes, if we can inverse that 5-minute. But then we also have to be careful, bro, because if we do inverse that 5-minute, we technically still, I think, could get a 5-minute retrace. I don't want that to stop us out because our stops would be there. Let's see. Okay, we did inverse it. We inversed it. Okay. We just inversed that on the 5-minute as well. So this follows strategy. If I can take this. Yeah. Closer on NASDAQ. Okay. So now we're just looking for equilibrium of that range. Okay. And then we break structure there. I think we did we? We did. Sheesh. It's a fat stop loss. Okay, so we know we inverse that 5-minute already. Same thing with that. We don't need that anymore. Just about there. Okay. We just tagged equilibrium there. Alright. Bet. Bet. If we can form a gap here and inverse it, then I'm gonna short. Extremely patient here, boys. Extremely patient here, boys. Let's see if we can form a gap or if we just get a breakdown here. I'd like to get a gap though so we can get a better entry. So our stop can be shorter. We'll see though. We might just rip again. I don't even know. Because we also have another S&T right here. Bullish. So it's like, okay, we got inverse for value gap there. Or we have a for value gap there. We want to see if price is going to inverse this or not. That's what I'm looking for here. Is what I'm looking for here. Small gap there as well on ES. Okay, so we closed bullish, so that kind of invalidates that as well. So, I mean, could just long right now. To these highs, that would complete the S&T, but nah. I'd rather just stick patient and chill because we can still inverse this, I think. So maybe not. I don't know. Something bad's about to happen to me. Yeah, so invalidated that. Yeah, boys. Like I said, could have entered because of this close there. Risk reward honestly just wasn't there. Because I'd have to put it underneath this protected low. And I'd literally only target that, so not really worth it for me. Unless I wanted to put it under this gap. But even then, it's just kind of stupid. So, yeah. Yeah, boys. I low-key thought Price was gonna give us the shorts opportunity, low-key. I really thought. Because we manipulated a lot of times, I'm not gonna lie. So it's like, I figured, hey, Price may want to give us this. You know what I mean? But that's okay. But I mean, also in all reality, if you're kind of looking like we haven't done much. Haven't done much. Yeah. Now it might inverse this. Maybe, maybe not. Rocking around the Christmas tree. Alright, so still risk reward wouldn't have, well, actually wait. Key. It's running now, bruh. Fuck. Fuck, bro. That was probably the entry we needed if we were gonna take that. But we kind of have all this built up too right here. Um, yeah, just because the S&T is leading this way. Rocking around the Christmas tree, Christmas party now. Christmas party down. Dun, 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 dun. Mm. Sometimes you can see Christmas party down. Good long that bit. Fuck it. Nah, hell no, hell no. I'm just playing with y'all. But nah, I mean, my model low-key like hasn't presented itself. Um, only time, whoops, would have been here when we straight up just disrespected this gap. Potential entry there. Um, would have been something like this. You know, targeting. Probably would have been trying to hold like all these, but definitely would have at least went break even at these lows. So it would have just been like a break even trade, or maybe it one take profit there or something. Um, you know what I mean? But for me wasn't really the best trade because if you look, we were all the way up here on the other index, so or on the pair, you know what I mean? So that's why I didn't take that. But yeah, and now we're just kind of chopping around, kind of in this range here. So yeah, still never inversed this gap that I wanted to see get inversed. Um, after the other equilibrium tap, you know what I mean? Um, but yeah, so probably gonna hop off here soon. We were looking good there for a bit for shorts and stuff. Um, but this 1 minute, yeah, I think it's probably smarter if I just hop off. We have been respecting this gap though, so like I definitely could have taken a long. Yeah, this gap is holding really nice. But I just wasn't really comfortable doing so, like around this area. This would have been really the only thing I potentially felt comfortable taking. Literally targeting this high, or like TP1 here, break even, and then literally let the rest ride all the way up here. But there's no shot that we move that much, right? But that would have been the only trade for me, ideally. Ideally, kind of was looking for shorts because I wanted it to inverse this gap on NQ. Just because we have all this low resistance built up over here. Like, we may take this out later, like in Asia or something tonight. Um, or we don't, but later on, we are definitely going to take these out. Whether I'm able to capitalize on a trade for that or not, probably. Is it likely we take that out in New York AM? Probably not. We're probably gonna most likely take it out in a different session or something. So, gotta keep that in mind. But yeah, overall, good day today, boys. This is how, we stay consistent with the market. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna trade every day, be patient. And I don't know if you guys could tell, but I was just kind of working with price, what it was giving me, you know what I mean? Not just getting stuck to one thing, you know what I'm saying? So I've been really trying to work on that. And yeah, that's probably it for me today, boys. I mean, it's just about 10:30 now. I stay on to like 10:30 or 11, but I try not to trade after 10:30 New York time. Um, but Yeah, and Q is just chopping really. ES moving a little more, but this is just, what is this, bro? Barcode, but uh, yeah. So rocking that turbine, spin Molly be like bourbon. Well, since you want to control them, so okay. Force these. Huh. Sorry, I was looking at something from what my buddy sent me. But anyways, that'll be it for me today. Love you guys. I forgot my screen was blacked out, boys. I'm so sorry. Hey, well, I didn't take anything, so y'all did not see me changing up about a million times, or not changing up, but like working with price. So that's really unfortunate. I'm sorry, I didn't realize that. But anyways, love y'all, boys. I didn't trade, so nothing to be taken. But yeah, peace.